is TJ Schaefer. Thanks for tuning in to the Huntcast. This is episode 151, and I got Jace with me.
What's going on?
And I don't know if I've ever been as excited / nervous for an episode as I am today. And we're going to get in that to a minute. But before we do, dude, we just dropped 2 episodes like back to back because we were behind in dropping episodes. So episode 149 and 150 just released. And
all
so
right.
That was like yesterday, and then today you're getting this episode. So like y'all will be hunt casting up for a while. All right. But that you know, because of all that, you should know now that you need to follow us on Instagram at the Huntcast. Be sure to whatever podcast platform you listen to us on, whether it is Spotify or Apple Podcast or whatever the other things are. Like, be sure to leave us a review. Be sure to subscribe. Do all that kind of stuff. All of these episodes also have video content that go with them. So be sure that you go to youtube.com/thehuntcast and subscribe there. Dude, we just spent like $2,500 updating our video recording device because we kept having our videos like stop, our video recording like stop halfway through. And so there were always gaps in our YouTube stuff. So we just dropped some cash to update our video recording software or device, and we're good to go now, hopefully. So
if not, man, it's Kurt's fault.
It is Kurt's fault. I'm going to fire his ass if it screws up today. And so, yeah, follow us on YouTube, subscribe, do all that kind of crap, youtube.com/thehuntcast. And then TikTok. We're on TikTok at the Huntcast Podcast. And we're going to be making some TikToks next week. I'm going to make it happen, okay?
There we go.
Because we're going to have lots of time on our hands, maybe. And then also Patreon. Like I said, we just dropped some cash on this recording device. Be sure to help us out and become a patron. Go to patreon.com/thehuntcast. There you can subscribe, either a $5, $10, or $25 a month pledge. Just helps us out with the show. If you enjoy listening, like, we'd appreciate your help. Dude, my phone is blowing up, and we're just now getting started. So, anyway, like, dude, we leave to go bear hunting in Canada in 48 hours.
Yes, sir.
48 freaking hours. Okay. I am excited, but I'm also like, I don't really get scared of stuff. Okay. Mm-hmm. Like, other than like demons, I don't get scared of something.
Hellraiser.
Like, I faced my fear watching Hellraiser, but like, I still can't, like, I'm not playing like 4 or 5 times. I have like had The Conjuring up on the screen and was like about to hit play, and I was like, no, I can't do it. Because isn't it like demon, even like devil stuff?
Yeah, it's possession.
Yeah, I don't do that. Okay. But like when it comes to, and like when I, if I'm like walking in my house at dark, like at 3 o'clock in the morning, I wake up in the middle of the night, go take a leak or something. I'm not going to lie. Like, part of my brain makes me like think that I see a demon or something in my, like, I don't like that kind of stuff. Okay. But I'm not going to lie. I'm a little nervous because I've been watching a lot of bear hunting, videos. Mm-hmm. Okay. We're going, with Corey Grant with All Terrain Bear Hunts in Thompson, Manitoba. All right. That is who, Colby Moorhead with Bear Hunting Magazine, when he was on the show, that's who he recommended that we go with. And so we're going, okay? And, Colby showed us the video of his hunt, his first hunt, and he's in a tree stand, and these bears come out, and he's like, oh, this is awesome, blah, 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 and shoots this bear. Well, they also hunt them from ground blinds, okay? And by ground blinds, I say just some trees, some brush thrown on the ground,
yep,
and you stand behind it on ground level with all these freaking bears. And I'm not going to lie, the more I watch, and there's a lot, like if you watch the hunts, matter of fact, I think I've only seen 2 hunts that they were in a tree stand. The rest have been ground blinds. Mm-hmm. And when you watch, it's a little intimidating. Mm-hmm. Now, Kurt, I'm going to show you Actually, try to go to my to iPhoto on that computer. That like right over one. Open that up and see if that computer's syncing to my photos still. I bet it is. Go top left. You'll see the back arrow all the way up. Yeah, right there. Hit that, and then, man, it does not look like. Go up a little bit. Doesn't look like it's syncing my photos. Corey. Oh shoot, we got to talk about that too. Go back up. Well, just keep it right there. It's fine. Because we got to talk about something else. He sent me 3 photos the other day, and I don't know, how do I send them to Kurt so he can pull it up? Kurt, go to Facebook. Let's do this. Go to Facebook and go to All Terrain Bear Hunts. See if you can figure that out. Yeah, it's just going to open there. Yeah. Go to All Terrain Bear Hunts. Oh, dude, Papa Joe. Look at Papa Joe on there. Yeah. Top left, hit top All Terrain Bear Hunts. And there you go. Scroll down, hit that file, go to the top and like click the name. Nope. Yeah. Now scroll down a little bit and down a little bit. Go. Right there. Click that picture right there. The 4 picture. Click that. Now show that on the screen. Okay. This is what he sent me.
Yep.
All right. Look at that sumbitch on the bottom left.
Yes.
Look at the head on that sumbitch. It's as big as a 50-gallon drum. Now, can you imagine standing behind a pile of brush, Jason, with that sumbitch 10 yards from you?
Mm-hmm.
Like, makes me a little nervous. Okay. And these are pictures that he just took. So those bears are waiting on us when we get there. All right. Does that make you nervous at all?
Not really, because I got my rifle.
Okay, I get that. All right,
but
I don't know, man.
I've already talked to my wife, and we are fully prepared to take out a loan in case I have to punch 2 tags.
Okay.
Because if I shoot one, and one's coming at me, I'm shooting another.
Well, I think they're going to haul ass if you can shoot. Okay, but here's the deal. I don't know, man. Like that big sumbitch. I mean, look at that head. It's as big as a 50-gallon barrel right next to him.
Mm.
And if you have that bear 10 or 15, I mean, here's the deal. Okay. They say they're quiet, Jace. You can't even hear them. All right. Let's say that sumbitch comes up behind you and then you hear a stick break or something. You turn around, that sumbitch is right there. Like, it's a little intimidating. Okay. Cause I'm thinking like these black bears are little fuzzy wuzzy, had a bear type deal, you know,
mm-hmm.
like you just want to hug them and kiss them and cuddle with them. But that sumbitch there's head is bigger than your upper torso. And then the fact that I got my 12-year-old daughter with me don't make it any easier. Okay. Now she was on the podcast. We talked about the bear hunting. She said she had a dream about dying right before I invited her to go buy a bear.
Yep.
Bear had armor on. I had to I re-listened to it the other day. Had armor on. Anyway, so we are at Bass Pro Shop the other day. Okay. And we're kind of going through looking at stuff,
mm-hmm.
checking their stuff out, checking, comparing it to what I have at the store, all this kind of stuff. Anyway, long story short, she makes a comment just kind of under her breath. And she said something like, I ain't shooting no freaking bear. And I looked at her, I said, do what? She says, I don't know if I can shoot a bear. I said, you better shoot a bear. Like, I'm paying for you to shoot a bear. Okay, I will. Like, I'll do it. I just didn't know if I can. I said, Bella, like, it's a huge target. Like, you're going to shoot this bear. And come to find out, like, she was just kind of doubting whether or not.
Where she could do it or not.
Yeah. And so, she's going, she's ready to go.
Oh, yeah.
But it just makes me a little, the more I think about it, dude, the more nervous that they are wild animals.
Mm-hmm.
And we are going into their environment. The key, like what we're going to try to do is try to surprise them. Like, we don't want them to know that we're in their environment. And so theoretically, we're showing up in their environment unbeknownst to them. If they see us, it's like, holy crap, there's a human here.
Have you seen the one where they put a mirror up around a feed station or bait station or whatever,
No.
and the bear comes around and it sees itself? Man,
I've seen the one where the bear
crazy.
hits himself in the nuts with the
Oh,
pipe.
No, this one he just goes around, he turns and looks, and he sees his reflection. And you're talking about quick to react, man. That dude come up on back left, you know.
I mean,
All
did he jack up the mirror?
He went after it for a second and then walked away, I guess. I don't have to find that.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Kurt needs to
can
find
look it
that.
up, that bear sees reflection.
And
Kinda
then
like
look
the
up-
monkeys and stuff.
And
do
then
it.
look up bear gets hit in the nuts, because that's a good one too. But no, like I'm just
Those are some huge bears.
yeah, they're huge, and so I've been thinking about it. Like I said, I'm shooting my bow all the time. Nick Munt called me yet last night. Did I tell you that? He called me. He actually called me about 4:00, and I was tied up doing some work, and I couldn't talk to him. So I called him back on my way home, and
Yeah, there it is.
Kurt's fixing to throw this up on the screen.
Watch it.
Oh, he don't like that.
He's trying to find.
Yeah. Yeah, he don't like that. Okay.
He's quick, son.
Yeah, he is quick. I mean, dude, like you think everything's okay, Jace, and then the bear realizes that you're there, and he's going to go to town on you.
Yeah.
You ain't going to have time to squeeze off a 300 Win Mag round, right? I don't know.
I think I'll be quick, man.
Dude, bear gets hit in the nuts. That's the best one. Yeah. It's just, man, it's like I said, it's kind of crazy. Like there's a lot.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to Canada first, you know, dude, like I'm just going to tell everybody the whole trip.
Yeah.
Okay. Because
I mean, there's a lot that goes
the
in it.
logistics of this. Here it is right here. Watch this, Kurt. Bear's just chilling, man, having a good time, jacking with a fence post,
Trying to scratch himself.
trying to scratch it up. You know, he's got the little itch going on. Don't know what's happening. He's just chilling. Look at it. Oh, I feel so good. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'm scratching my back. He's loving it. Loving life right now. Oh, what happened? Oh. Look. He don't like it. Yeah. Yep, all my nuts. Have you ever seen that, Kurt? Yeah, Barry gets hit in the nuts. Okay. All right. So, anyway, the logistics of this trip are nuts. Okay. Because it's not only like, you know, we've flown lots of places to hunt. Okay. Mm-hmm. Oh, by the way, let me just do this real quick. Okay. Because we're talking about flying. All right. I got my shirt for the plane ride into Canada. Okay. Let me show you this shit.
Oh, I see it.
Let me show you this. I'll just wear it for the podcast. How does that sound? Look at my shirt.
America.
This is when we beat the shit out of Canada in the Olympics.
Oh my God.
Yeah. So this is what I'm wearing on the plane ride.
I don't think they got a sense of humor up there, man.
Well,
after we
they
talking to
they
the
can go to
government,
hell.
huh?
Oh yeah, I'll talk about that too. Canadians apparently have no sense of humor. Okay, but anyway, yeah. So the logistics of this trip are nuts. All right, we've flown lots of places. We've flown with guns a bunch. No big deal. Okay, but like there's all kinds of crap that goes into it. Okay, and so basically we fly from DFW, Dallas Fort Worth to St. Paul, Minnesota. Mm-hmm. Okay, we have a 4-hour layover there. I don't know why so long, but we do. And then we fly into Winnipeg. Okay, I did this on purpose, and I don't know if you realize this or not, but we get into Winnipeg at 11:30 at night. Okay, p.m. And like that's late. All right, but here's the deal. Like I did that because I didn't figure the airport would be busy then. Mm-hmm. And with us two rednecks from Texas flying into Canada with firearms, with my 12-year-old daughter, with bags full of hunting gear, like, yeah, you know, people go to Canada to hunt all the time. This is not like they're not going to know that, but I don't know like the procedure, and I'm a little nervous about it. Okay, because I don't handle authority too well when it comes to high pressure situations. Okay. And so I didn't want to fly into Winnipeg at 5 p.m. because the airport's going to be packed, which creates a high pressure situation, which then again, I end up having problems with authority. And so we're getting there at 11:30 because the airport, it should just be our plane coming in. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? I still don't know how the customs thing's going to work. Okay. Before we fly to Canada, we have to, and I should have brought my forms in here. But we have to go to, this is what sucks. Okay. Now, why we are, why we have to do this, I don't really know, but we're flying out of Terminal 5, right? Terminal 5
What, from
is
DFW?
DFW. Isn't it 5 or is it like?
No, it's like D, but we got to go to E.
Okay, it's E. We're flying out of Terminal E. Okay, which is the 5th letter in the alphabet. So I'm not totally wrong. We're flying out of Terminal E. Okay, but the international terminal at DFW is D, as in dog. So therefore, we have to. We have to go to Terminal D and have our customs forms executed by a customs agent.
Yep.
Whatever it's called. I'm going to see real quick what that form's called. What is the U.S. Are we having technical difficulty?
We're good now.
Okay, sorry. What is the U.S. form for customs? Not a 6. No, that's not it. Customs forms. Let's look here. I probably should have had all this shit figured out before we got on this podcast, but that's just the way we do stuff, you know? Hell, I don't remember what form it is.
5147?
Something like that. I'm looking it up real quick. So we got to get these forms signed. We got to basically have forms that list all of the gear that we're taking with us. Okay. And it doesn't like have to, not all of the gear, but a lot of the gear. Okay. Let's see here.
5589, a non-residence firearm declaration.
Okay.
Form.
Well, no, that's what we have to have when we're in Canada.
Oh, okay.
I'm talking about the U.S. form. I'm telling you,
4457.
we're screwing this podcast all up right now. We're confusing the hell out of everybody, and they're not going to know what to do when we get in this. What is it, Jason?
4457, certificate of registration, CBP form 4457.
Okay, so you got to have your 4457 filled out, and in that form, you list out all of the like items that you're bringing. 4457. That's correct.
Yeah.
Okay.
The high dollar items.
High dollar items. So we go to the Terminal D, which is the international terminal. These forms, we list our rifles with the serial number. Then you put the scope on it, what model the scope is. And then I have 3 forms. I have one that has the rifle, the scope, one that has the bow and the serial number, and then one that has my camera gear listed on it. Okay. So we'll take those forms to the U.S. Customs. They'll sign off on them and basically saying, yes, you have this stuff and you are taking it to Canada and bringing it back. That way, when we bring it back into the U.S., we don't have to pay tax on it.
Yeah.
Okay. Once we get into Canada, so we do that. Then we got to go to Terminal E and like check in and all that kind of shit. Now the customs guy was like, "Well, dude, you can check your bags in Terminal D, and they'll take them to your plane in Terminal E." And I'm like, "Hell no," because that's just one more step where that stuff could get lost. So we'll go to D, get these forms executed, get back in the truck, drive to Terminal E, then take all of our stuff out and check it, get ready to depart. Okay, from Terminal E, we fly to St. Paul, Minnesota. We get off the plane. We get to go chill in the Delta Sky Lounge for 3 or 4 hours. Have a few drinks, something to eat, whatever. And then we get on the plane and we fly to Winnipeg. We get to Winnipeg at 11:30 at night, and that's when we have to have the God, is it the 5589? Form 5589, and that's a Canadian form. That is basically what you were talking about a minute ago, Jason. It's the whatever firearms. It's just like non-resident firearms, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and in that you list your gun and the serial number on it. You got the barrel measurement and all this kind of stuff. I already got all my shit filled out. They give that to them, and they basically, it's like your 60-day license for a firearm in Canada, I guess. So we get done with all that. Like the customs things, I don't know what's going to happen. Like I got my passport and I got my forms that I'm supposed to have.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess there's going to be like a line. I went to Mexico a long time ago, and I remember like you had to just kind of veer off of the exit and you would go to customs and they would just check your shit and let you in. I guess it's going to kind of be the same thing. And then we'll get our rental car. We'll go to the hotel for the night. The next morning we wake up and we probably need to leave like 6:30 in the morning. We got 7.5 hour drive, which our outfitter hasn't told me exactly what time we're meeting. I guess that'll probably come pretty quick though. I was thinking like 3 or 4, something like that. I don't know, but we got 7.5 hours. I would just rather have plenty of time. So leave around 6:30, and we're going to drive 90 miles an hour through Canada. I'll be wearing my America shirt. I need to get a couple like of those little American flags that like you roll the windows up.
You stick it in there. And
yeah. And we'll be cruising.
It's not putting a target on our back right there.
Man, everybody likes Americans, right? Hey, so here's something I want to tell you. So we had this. Jason and I had this this discussion because we thought, we got these big rifle case. We got double rifle cases. We each have one. And you always want to bring your hunting rifle and then a backup. If you're going on an elk hunt or something, you always want to have a backup. When we go turkey hunting, I like to have a backup shotgun. So we're always carrying 2 guns with us wherever we go. This time we thought, well, hey, which we're not carrying backups this time, but I guess you have one, I have, we can figure it out.
Yeah.
This time we thought, well, hey, we can carry both of our rifles in one case, and that's going to save us a bag, because like we have a substantial amount of gear and luggage that we're carrying on this, more than ever before.
Yep.
And that's also because we're bringing my 12-year-old daughter with us, but she's not going to be able to carry her own weight in gear like we normally do. So we're trying to figure out a way to like be strategic with our bags and stuff. So we thought, hey, we'll put both of our rifles in one gun case and take them into Canada, which they say is completely legal and you can do per the internet. Okay. But I couldn't find anything that said like on any kind of Canadian websites that you can do this. And so I decided to call whatever agency in Canada that, that maybe like is and ask this question. Okay. So I call this Canadian number. This lady answers the phone and she has a French accent. It's freaking hot. Like I got a little chubby just like talking to her. She had this like just French accent. She sounded so hot. I'm thinking like she's this real thin, dark-haired woman, like you would see on a movie, like on the Da Vinci Code or something,
Smoking a cigarette with a little steam.
Yeah, like just freaking smoking wearing black, like smoking ass hot. And because her voice sounds like she's freaking from heaven. And, me, I'm talking and I said something. I don't remember what I said. Like, we're from Texas, blah, blah, blah. And I thought she kind of chuckled. Okay. Which is fine. Like I'm friendly. I'm thinking she chuckled. And I was like, were you laughing at us? Like, because of we're from Texas or, or did you laugh at me because of the way I talk or something? I don't know. I don't remember what I said, but she was like, why would I laugh at you? You just called a government agency and we're serious here. Why would I laugh? And I'm like, ma'am, I'm just playing. Like, I thought you're hot and I wanted to, like, she's not, has zero sense of humor. Zero. and is pretty much offended that I asked her if she was laughing. So yeah, they do not like this shirt is going to go over like a turd in a punch bowl in Canada, but I don't give a shit. I'm gonna probably cut the sleeves out this sumbitch, to be honest with you, and go come in guns blazing type deal. Yeah, so we get into Canada, we go through customs, we get our rental car, which I'm anxious to see the rental car. It's supposed to be a Jeep Wagoneer or equivalent. Okay. We've had some good lucks with Jeep Wagoneers. Yep. We like those. It's big SUV, so we got plenty of room for gear, plenty of room for my daughter to lay down in the back and sleep. We go to the hotel. We check in, stay the night. Next morning, I got us a hotel. I got us a Hilton. Okay, so we ain't staying in no scab. I mean, it's nice. It's gonna be nice for the 5 hours that we're there. Man, I'll never forget. Where were we at when we did the what?
Like 3 hour. We were in Colorado, Denver, Colorado.
We were Utah elk hunting.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, and we had driven back to Denver to fish our way back. Mm-hmm. And dude, I was so tired, and I just wanted a good shower, and so I booked us a room at the Gaylord, the Gaylord Rockies, which was like freaking nice.
Oh yeah, they were having a huge party, like
dude,
a convention or something.
We rolled in at like 1 o'clock, and our flight left at like 5 a.m. We stayed in that hotel for like 3 hours. Yeah, no shit.
I took a shower, laid down, maybe just went like a 30-40 minute nap, maybe hour tops.
It was short. It was very short lived, but it was badass for that short time. So, staying in the Hilton, get up next morning. We drive 7.5 hours to Thompson, meet our guide, get in a boat, drive to camp, and then it's on. Mm-hmm. And I know that sounded all like, nice and neat, like not that big of a deal, but there's been a lot of research and a lot of shit like that's gone into this.
Well, I mean, if you think about, you talk about being nervous and all that, my deal is double checking, triple checking, quadruple checking, making sure we got what we need or what I need on the trip.
Well, and because we're so busy right now, that I can't wait till Friday night to pack. This is not a trip that you wait till Friday night to pack everything.
No, I've already packed. I'm done.
So I started packing last weekend because I knew this week was going to be so busy. I needed to start. Okay. As I packed, Jace, I wrote down, I had a piece of paper and I wrote down what I packed in what bag. Mm-hmm. That way I can go back and be like, did I pack this? Yeah, I did. It's checked off the list. Check, Mm-hmm. So I've done all that. There's just been a lot that's gone into this. And so, we'll go hunt and then hopefully we're successful. Then we got to figure out what we're going to do with the bears if we are successful. Because again, we're halfway around the world in northern Canada. Mm-hmm. I talked to the taxidermy buddy of mine. He said that he has a lady who does all his bear rugs, mm-hmm. and he says she is the absolute best in the world. I don't know how you can know that, but that's what he claims. Yeah. But she's a year and a half out on getting you a bear rug back. And I mean, like the taxidermy thing is just kind of some bullshit, to be honest with you. I do not understand why it takes so long. I mean, I killed my first Osceola turkey probably like 6 years ago, and I still ain't got the fan back yet. Mm-hmm. Matter of fact, I don't have a single Osceola that I've killed back from a taxidermy.
Ours is was it 3 years ago?
Yeah, like I don't have a single Osceola back. I just, and you got 2 or 3 deer at the taxidermist right now.
I've got, 2. Then
those are your over 150s.
I've got my 150, my first 150 back. Looking for that 8 point.
Where's it at?
It's at my house.
Okay, I brought
it up. Yeah, I brought it up here that day. Okay. And then the other guy's got that other 150, and his house burnt down. I understand stuff, things like that.
Man, your house burns down, but you would think that you would need to fucking work to build another one. But so get the fucking taxidermy done.
So he's the one that's got both of our Osceolas.
Yeah.
And, I talked to one gentleman. He says, yeah, it took me, the guy that turned me on to him, it took me 2 years to get it. Really? I thought you said it was a year. Yeah. So I'm sitting right now with that deer being 3 years out. now, easily, if
Yeah.
not more.
I got my elk.
And-
That was September last year. They told me a year and a half. I think is what he said. And
Has
that's
he even called you?
no, I ain't talked to some bitch, and I called him right after because I wanted him to score it.
Yeah.
And he didn't ever call me back. So I ain't talked to the some bitch since the day. I didn't even see him when we dropped it off. I
Yep.
just
We just dropped it off in the
Yeah.
cooler. So
I don't know.
hey, we'll check on him in September.
Be an ass
hey,
whooping
dude.
waiting if he ain't done nothing. I'll
What
tell
we
you that.
doing here?
Yeah.
But yeah, I talked to one of my buddies. Well, the guy, JW, that does all of our meat and all that stuff, processes and everything. His brother does taxidermy on the side, and every time I call him, which is about mid-season, he's full. He's not taking any more, and I respect that right there. He's not trying to get everybody's money. He's just, hey, I'm done. I got what I got this year, and that's
But
what
is
I'm
he
doing.
still? Is he still
From
able?
my
to,
understanding, he's about 10 months out, but he's kind of at the mercy of getting the tannery and all that stuff. I'm assuming, but I hadn't went too
Why
much
aren't these
into
some
it.
bitches tanning their own stuff? We need to get a taxidermist on here. Or
do.
actually, we need to get a couple of taxidermists on here so that we don't
figure
get
it
no
out.
we don't get no bullshit from somebody.
Yeah,
That way they can
not release it
Yeah.
for a while. There's several taxidermies around here.
Yeah.
Um,
I don't know. We need to get a
but-
good taxidermist to figure out what the hell's going on.
Dirty T's got stuff from 6 years ago, 7 years ago at this one place.
Yeah, fuck that place.
And
Yeah, that dude's a piece of
I
shit.
mean, that's
I'm just gonna
crazy.
tell you. He's the guy that's got my first
Yeah.
Osceola.
Yep.
I mean, that dude's a piece of shit. Okay, let's get back to our hunt. We got to figure out what we're going to do with this bear, okay, or 3. Mm-hmm. We're going to freeze. Everything. They have a walk-in cooler. Everything will get frozen. I'm hoping that we bring back. I'm not bringing back a whole bear worth. I'm not bringing back 2 bears worth of meat.
No.
I'm telling you that right now. I'll bring back 50 pounds of meat, maybe.
Now, does the chef that's at the place, will they cook
bear?
some bear?
I'm sure
bear
they will.
for
They
us?
will. If we
I'm
ask them
curious
to.
on it because I've been watching the last couple of nights, how to prepare the bear meat, and
I'm
people
gonna
just
kinda-
put it in a crock pot.
I'm gonna tell you.
know?
I'm gonna go with Colby. I'm just gonna grind all my shit up, and make nachos out of it.
Well, I watched one lady. They said, "Oh, she's been doing it for 30 years." And these are the people who are hosting the TV show or whatever. And what she did was she brined it for like a day,
Yeah.
and then she marinated it.
I ain't
for a
doing
day.
all that. That's too much.
And then whenever she, put it on a grill, grilled it up, whatever, made sure it was over 160. That
Okay.
kills everything, supposedly, because of trichinosis and all that. And when this guy, he was sitting there saying, he goes, now everybody tells me they do this right here, and I haven't tasted it yet. And when he took a bite out of it, he goes, his first response was, this is good. We need to get your recipe and put it on our site because this is the only time I've ever eaten bear like this, and it actually tastes good and tender. So I got a recipe ready to roll.
Well,
trying
you
to
can do
figure
all
it
that.
out.
You can do all that shit you want to. I'm like I said. I'm just gonna. I'm gonna throw some. I'm gonna throw mine in a pan with some old El Paso taco seasoning. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna season that shit up and put it on some nachos or a taco and call it done. That way I can say I ate some bear. No, I'm gonna bring some meat back with me. Hopefully we bring some fish back with us. Mm-hmm. Like I guess I don't know how we're gonna do the skull. I guess is it still in the hide when we bring it back? Like surely not.
I would think so.
You think so?
Yeah, I would think so.
So there's
Just
gonna be
it's-
brains and everything in it.
Ooh.
That's what I'm saying. I don't know.
Well, I mean, they'll
I'm bringing
know.
back an extra. So we ordered some of the Yeti 100-liter waterproof bags because we're going in a boat and we don't want our shit getting wet.
Yeah.
Whatever. I'm bringing an extra one of those, and I'm gonna roll it up and put it in another bag. And I know that'll hold 1 bear. I don't know if it'll hold 2. Mm-hmm. I may need to bring a couple of those bags back just because that would be a lot easier to have that frozen hide rolled up with the head to put in a duffel bag than it would be in a cooler.
Yeah, but I wonder if they'll damage the skull and all that stuff by chunking because they're not gentle with
No,
our
but
shit.
they're not. I don't doubt they're going to damage anything.
Yeah.
I mean, it's fucking bear. It's frozen solid. You know. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, a bear got hit in the nuts with like they're tough.
Yeah.
We'll see.
I'm sure they'll know how to transport it too.
Yeah.
The people that we're with.
I don't
so.
necessarily want to leave mine in Canada.
No.
That's a little too far.
Then you got to charge for international shipping and
I
all
guess.
that stuff too.
I just assume we bring it back and figure out what we're going to do with it.
Yeah.
But damn, I hate to wait a year and a half on a bearskin rug. You know, I just hate to do that. I think Bella wants to soft tan her skin and like have it to where she can like have it as a blanket on her bed or something. I think that's what she's decided that she wanted the coat. But I think we're just going to soft tan hers and call it done. Mine's going to be an actual rug that I put in my home office. Or hell, I may put it here. I don't know.
I'd like to soft tan mine with the head, just as you know. You've seen those coyotes and stuff. People are walking around, whatever. Something like that, man. That'd be pretty cool. But hell, if those damn bears are so freaking huge, man.
Hey,
if we get one of those, you know. I mean, not saying it's guaranteed or anything, but I mean, I'd like to have, you know, this of course a Euro mount on the head.
Yeah,
and all.
I would too. I'd like to put it right here in the studio.
Yep. And then I've seen people with, you know, half the bear coming out of the wall with the paws, you know, coming out like that.
Yeah.
You know, but yeah, I'm like you. Yeah, I'd like to try to figure it out how to get it back this way.
I think that's what we need to do is just get it back, and that'll be fine. Like I said, we'll just duffel bag it. It's going to be frozen solid. You remember, we're only going to our returning flight from the time it's different. We don't have that big of a layover coming back because we're going during the day. We fly out at 6:40 a.m. I think. I'm pulling it up now. We fly out at 6:40 a.m. We have a layover in St. Paul, Minnesota again. We land at 8:16. We take off. We have an hour and a half layover. Okay, not long, and then we're back in DFW at 12:30. So we're on a plane for 6 hours. It's going to stay frozen for 6 hours.
Yep.
So yeah, I think we get it back here. We throw it in the freezer and we figure out what we're going to do with it. I think a year and a half is just stupid. I'm not worried about customs coming back. You know, we got some bears, big deal. Americans are pretty cool about shit. You know, we've flown with all kinds of meat. I mean, hell, we had 300 pounds of elk meat from Utah. Like, Americans don't give a shit, you know? And so I think we're going to be fine there. But it's just...
Hell, doesn't Alaskan Airlines have a refrigerated portion of their planes?
I couldn't tell you.
I think is what it is. So people go up to Alaska, they can put all their stuff in the refrigerated portion of the freezer.
Wouldn't surprise me. Just a lot, man. And like I said, the packing aspect of it, because we're going to a completely different territory than what we hunt. Like right now, the high is going to be like 58 to 60 degrees. The low's like 40 to 42, but there's mosquitoes everywhere supposedly. So I literally packed 4 Thermacells. 4.
Oh shit, I forgot about that.
Yeah, I literally packed 4. And then because I wanted backups in case my shit went down. And then I got 2 big boxes of refills. So I got plenty of refills for all of us.
I got to get my Thermacell.
But yeah, you need to bring your Thermacell for sure. I got some bug nets to go over your head because, you know, like by the time you start a Thermacell,
takes about
you're
5,
already
6 minutes.
You're already sitting there.
Yeah. And
they're going to be wearing your ass out. So like go ahead and bug suit up, turn your Thermacell on, and maybe you can take it off in a little bit.
Yep.
The one thing they haven't talked about is snakes. So I don't think there's any snakes in Canada like that. You know, you don't hear about snakes in Canada that much. You know, like water moccasins.
Well, I think about it. I mean, how cold is it? I mean, for us, it's cold.
Yeah, hell yeah,
60
it's
degrees cold.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, I'm not saying
it's
I'm
fucking
cold,
101 degrees here right now.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, I got in my pool. I got in my pool last night and it was freaking hot. It's like, damn. But yeah, the weather will be nice. So I don't know, man. Like, just the packing is just a lot. A lot of camera gear going with us. GoPros.
Oh yeah, I mean, I sent you a message saying, "Hey, did you be able to get all your stuff in one bag?"
Hell no, I wouldn't.
And,
I wouldn't.
Boy, I stuffed it. I've got it.
I got all my clothes. Yeah. I got all my clothes in one bag.
Yeah.
Okay. And my backpack. Everything, like all my hunting stuff.
Backpack, yeah, all my hunting stuff's in that one bag, and then my carry-on, I've got camouflage.
Yeah.
And extra clothes, and then my actual hunting boots.
Yeah.
So I got my ankle boots, rubber boots in my
the stuff that's in my other bag is like I got a case of Dude Wipes. Okay, like there's like a box of like 8 packages of Dude Wipes. If we go through 8 packages of Dude Wipes, we got freaking problems. But I got that. I got all of our scent elimination stuff. I've got the camera arms. I got 2 camera arms that you mount on trees. Just all the gear is in one bag. Like my binoculars, all that kind of stuff.
Do you vacuum seal the deal? Do the vacuum seal thing?
On what?
On your clothes.
On my clothes I did, yeah.
Yeah.
And I tell you, I got about halfway full, and I was thinking, this some bitch is going to weigh a ton.
Yeah.
Because you're getting so much more storage space. So we got the vacuum bags off Amazon that you put your clothes in, and then you seal them up, and then you put the little vacuum, and it sucks them down. Made a huge difference. And everything packed very, very well because it's like you're packing little bricks instead of just like loose shit. Now we may get to Canada and all our shit's as wrinkled as hell, but who cares? You know,
Barry ain't gonna look at me.
Yeah, Barry ain't gonna look at us. So yeah, I mean, I don't know. I got it all. I got it all. I've still got to pack Bella stuff. I'm gonna do that tonight. I'm gonna shoot the gun tonight. Make sure that it's sighted in. It should be fine. You know, I mean, long shot's gonna be. He said you want to. He said you might take a 100-yard shot if we see a big bear in the distance. We might have the opportunity to take a 100-yard shot. He said, but most likely, if you're hunting the bait sites, you're going to be shooting anywhere from 20 to 40 yards. And so I don't think that's going to be a big deal. I'm still not 100% happy. I was telling this. Me and Nick talked about this pretty extensive last night. I'm making a note just so I don't remember or don't forget. But I told him, I said, man, I'm not 100% confident in my archery setup this year yet. I said, I'm probably 95% confident. I mean, here's the deal. I'm at 40 yards, I'm hitting a softball all day long. Okay. Like I'm grouping a softball at 40 yards all day long. That's deadly. I ain't worried about it. 20 yards, I have to aim at different parts of the circle or I'll end up hitting arrows, knocking fletchings off or something. So I'm deadly, but I'm not that 100% confident like I have been in the past. And it's my arrow setup. I've switched 3 times this year. I've been playing with 3 different sets of arrows. And the arrow that I'm taking with us, I like. It's just very heavy. It's a 546 grain combination. And that doesn't sound like a lot because I like a 500 grain arrow, but that extra 46 grains makes a difference. It makes a difference in the arc of the shot at 30 yards. A 500 grain arrow with my bow shooting at 30 yards does not arc. Or if it does, it's not noticeable. This 546 grain arrow, it has a noticeable arc to it. Okay. It doesn't, and it's definitely not as fast. I shot one of my 500 grain arrows night before last. It's considerably faster than a 546. Do I give a shit? Is it still, I mean, am I still going to kill something? Yeah, I'm going to kill something. Okay. But it's just that extra bit of confidence when everything is like you like in my mind, I know what it's supposed to be. I know what I want, and I'm not achieving that with the setup I have right now. Therefore, I'm not 100% confidence. But when you have it all together and you shoot that arrow and you're like, shit, yeah, that's it. That's 100% confidence. And I'm not there yet. So, but so me and Nick talked about that. The reason why he called was to see if we were still good with our buffalo hunt this year, Tatonka. I was like, hell yeah, we are. Like, what are we, a bunch of freaking pusses? Like, we're in. He's like, well, look, do you want to go in September? And I was like, why? He's like, well, I've been told, or the guy told me that their beards are better in September than in December, January. He said, because in December, January, they end up freezing and breaking off some. He says, now look, their coats are going to be thicker in the later months, but the beard, and I was like, dude, look, September, we got elk hunting. We got the dove. We got started dove season in Texas, and the end of September is the start of bow season in Texas. Like, I don't want to go buffalo hunting in September. There's too much shit going on right now. And he's like, that's cool, man. You can go in December, January. And so that's what I just thought it would be more fun anyway in the snow and all that kind of shit. Like, I don't want to go in September.
Have an adventure, man.
Yeah, exactly. And if that means that their beards are a little shorter, who gives a shit? They're going to be thick as hell. And, you know, I want that whole, like, I want the whole hide. I ain't just, I want the head on the wall because that's going to be badass. But, hey, bring up Country Bear Jamboree in Google. I want the head on my wall because that's going to be badass. But I want the hide too, man, because I want to wear that shit. You know, I've been talking about having a grizzly coat. I want a buffalo cape. You know what I mean? Yeah. That'd be badass. I'd be like, which I don't know if that was buffalo or grizzly. Show me the picture. Look for it. Right there, middle second row, over right there. Click that. Make it big. That's what she said. What the hell?
That's what she said too. It ain't working.
It ain't working. Just click on that picture.
I can't. That's what's bringing me to.
Okay. Well, try to. Hey, just like pinch and open. Yeah, there you go. This is what I want on my wall, but I want it to look a lot better than this. Okay. So this is the Country Bear Jamboree, which is the most nostalgic thing in Disney World, right?
Yep.
So he's got a moose on one side,
a deer.
I guess that's a deer. It could be. I mean, we can make it an elk, right? It's probably a mule deer, and then a buffalo in the middle. That's what I want. I want to put them in that order, and I'm going to name them Melvin. What's the buffalo's name? Buff or Buck? Zoom in on that shit. See if you can see it better. Buff, maybe. I don't know.
Hell, you'll see it in September.
I will in July. And then old Max on the right, which is the deer. I'm gonna put those signs. That's what I'm gonna do on my wall in my house. These things sing at Disney World. Mine aren't gonna sing, but that's what I want. That's why we're going.
You'll get that bass. Take me down to the river.
Yeah, that's why we're going. That's why we're going buffalo hunting, so I can have that on my wall. Yeah, that's set up on my wall. But no, that'll be awesome. Like, dude, I mean, that's why me and Nick were talking about. Like, we're gonna have a hell of a hunting season.
Oh God, yeah.
Okay, bear hunting in June. All right, September we are elk hunting. I drew. Do what?
And dove hunting.
That's in October.
And
but dove hunting. Yeah,
too,
dove season opens. In September, elk hunting, dove season. October, we're dove hunting, and then our deer season opens.
Deer season starts up.
And then we usually have the rut at the end of October. Then in November, I drew a Kansas tag, and like that's a big deal because they said you can't shoot anything under 140 inches.
Yeah.
Like you're pretty much going to be guaranteed a shot at a plus 150 all day long, and those are big bodied deer too.
Oh God, yeah.
So we got that, and then November we don't have really anything, but December.
Well, November's the Kansas hunt. That's when.
Oh, that's it. Yeah, it is. Yep. Sorry. November's Kansas, and then December/January we're going bison hunting.
Yep.
And then in the early spring, April or May or something like that, we're going. That's when our turkey season. We already got it booked in 7J Outfitters in Wyoming.
Yep.
So I mean, the next year is going to be badass. I'm excited to bow hunt.
So we're going to have to buy another freezer.
Yeah, buffalo. They're saying that we're each going to get 2,000 pounds of meat.
That's crazy
from the buffalo. A ton.
And we're driving up there to do that, right?
Yeah, we're going to drive that.
There ain't no. That'd be fun.
We're driving.
That's going to be a fun trip.
It's going to be a badass trip.
We might have to see if we can't reroute to go to the White River with old Steve.
Nah, I ain't doing that shit.
Let's do it. Let's go get
Not in
Steve.
Freaking December or January.
Come on,
too damn
Steve
cold.
would do it.
I'm sure he would. I don't feel like fishing with no corn in a river in January. Don't want to do that. Yeah, man. There's just a lot going on, and I'm excited. Like, I'm excited to actually bow hunt quite a bit this year. If I can execute this bear and get a bear on the ground with my bow, it's going to be great. It's going that's going to have my confidence, and it's all good. It's all good.
I'm going to get mine set up hopefully shortly after we get back from bear hunting, because whenever you say, "Oh, max shot's 40 yards," I should have been practicing with my bow.
Yeah.
But, too late, whatever.
Yeah.
Get it all set up right, because I hadn't had mine, like you were talking about, hadn't had mine set up like I like it. Because apparently kisser pins or kisser buttons, whatever, have went out of style, I guess, because we were at an archery shop a couple of days ago, and I say, y'all install the kisser buttons. Basically what that is, just put a little button, puts in the corner of my mouth, just helps me with an anchor point and all that. And I don't know what that is. I mean, she literally said that.
Well,
but
as
if
a
you
kid.
get it, I said, but if you get it, we'll put it on. I was like, okay. But yeah, they didn't have them, so we'll have to order mine off of Amazon or something.
Do you like a kisser?
I do.
So that was kind of in this new bow setup, and I still think I need tweaks on my bow.
Mm-hmm.
I think my peep sight's a little high, okay? Because I'm not super comfortable with all my anchor points.
Yeah.
Like, I like my string splitting my nose
Mm-hmm.
and then looking to my peep. Like, I like that. And then I like there's a point where I'm pulling back that my release kind of catches the side of my face.
Mm-hmm.
And I like I've got specific anchor points, and that peep sight I think is a little high for what I'm wanting.
Yeah.
So I just, like I said, I need to take my bow to the gun shop or to the bow shop with a few different types of arrows and just shoot for a little while.
Mm-hmm.
But here's the deal. I raised up, and I kind of feel like a puss saying this, but, I cranked my bow to 60 pounds. And doesn't sound like a lot, but I'm going to tell you right now, I get tired. Even as much as I've been shooting lately, I still get tired.
Yep.
And that's kind of crazy.
Well,
I'm only shooting like 10 arrows, and then I walk away for a little while. But like even at that 10th arrow, I do have a little fatigue, and I may sound like a puss. Like some of you guys may be like, "Oh, well, you need to shoot more." Some bitch, I've been trying to shoot. I'm like, I've been shooting. Okay, I've been shooting.
See, I don't even know what my new bow's set on. I couldn't even tell you. And you're talking about your anchor points. My anchor points whenever I pull back with my release, I got the cup of my between my thumb and index finger on my jaw line. I'd have my kisser point in the corner of my mouth, my nose on the string, and there's my anchor points there.
I don't do a kisser deal because I just don't like the word.
Mm-hmm.
I think it kind of sounds,
Come on, Prince.
I don't like it. I don't know. There's got to be some other shit. I mean, I don't have any problem. I mean,
I didn't know about the nose button.
When I had when I had my single pin sight, I was shooting 100 yards all the time. And I mean, I say shoot, I was hitting a balloon at 100 yards every single time. So I don't know. I don't have a problem shooting. It's just I haven't gotten super comfortable with this new setup.
That's all it is, getting comfortable with your equipment.
Yep, new setup.
Because my old Matthews that I have, I mean, it's slow, but I had no qualms at 40 yards at all. And that was at my top with it, But most of my yards are, most of mine are within 25 yards whenever I shot a deer.
Well, Nick was joking with me because this bow is 3 years old. And he was like, yeah, man, you need to go get you a new RX-10. He's like, they're that much better now. And he started laughing. I said, well, some bitch, they give them to you every year. If they gave me one every year, I'd shoot the newest one every year.
I'd like to buy his leftovers.
No shit. Yeah, no shit.
There you go. I mean, that's honestly what I used to do. Had a buddy who, they were sponsored by Matthews, and I'd buy his old ones and all that. But now I will say the coolest one I ever had, and I wish I'd have kept it, is I think it was a Ben Pearson Anaconda. And you know how all your bows are set up where you're holding like this right here?
Yeah.
So straight down. So if you put your arm out in a natural position, it's curved a little bit, right?
Right.
It's slanted. Well, that Anaconda handle slanted. So when you pull it out, there's no string hitting your arm because you're like this, and the string is going straight through instead of like that right there.
Yeah.
Bringing your wrist into it. I mean, it's so comfortable to shoot, so fun to shoot, and ended up selling it to my roommate in college because he needed one, and I was fixing to get another one, so I went ahead and sold it to him, and I kind of regretted that, once it left my hand. So, but I don't know, man. Just get comfortable with your equipment's all it is.
Yeah, and I will. Like when we get back from this, I've done enough experimenting, getting ready for this bear hunt. There came a point where I said, I got to quit experimenting. I've got to just like pick a setup and go with it, because I was getting into that month mark of bear hunting, and I just need to start throwing arrows.
Yep.
And so I picked the setup that I liked, or liked the best, and started practicing with it nonstop. But after we get back from this bear hunt, I will be changing arrows again. And I have some really good ideas on, I don't think it's going to take me long at all. And I think when I get done, I'm going to be extremely happy with my setup. I don't really have a doubt. So I don't know.
Just get this one out of the way, man. I'm excited for it. I'm just nervous I'm going to forget something. And I'm glad you said about the thermocell. I'm going to go home and find my thermocells and get them ready, because I think I got 3 or 4 of them.
Well, I got a big first aid kit, because they said they bring all your own medicine. Literally, I think we're going to be completely covered. Do you have like an external battery charger?
I do.
Okay.
That one that we got years.
Dark Earth or Dark Energy. Dark Energy. We used to have a box. I don't know. That's a damn good one.
Yeah, you got the camo one. I got the black one.
Yes. And that was like, God, probably 7 or 8 years ago, and it still works great.
It still works. Yeah, it holds a charge, and it'll charge 3 or 4 times.
Yeah.
So I don't know where that thing's at.
I don't either. There's a box somewhere, but it's Dark Energy. That's the best damn portable charger I've ever seen. Man, I don't know. As far as to kind of conclude us talking about the bear hunt, I got one more thing I want to talk about. I'm excited and I'm nervous. We are going to vlog, I guess you could say, a bunch during this trip. Because, it's just a big deal. And we'll be releasing that for you guys to watch, so that you can kind of learn with us, because you can sit and research this shit all day long on what you need to do, what you need to bring. But I want to take you guys with me through the whole experience, so that if you want to do something like this, it's more than me just telling you. You get to see what's going on. Yeah,
because I watched a video like that. I think you did too.
Yeah. The guy just sitting there talking.
Was it with a meat eater or something like that, talking to a husband and wife kind of combo, saying, well, I can't comment about it until I do it. So what should I expect? And then at the end of it, he was like, well, here's what happens. So, hopefully we'll be able to get to be able to say that, all 3 of us.
Yeah.
But my deal is, and I know it's yours too. First and foremost, we need to get Bella.
That is definitely, that's the number one thing to me, and I mean, because here's the deal. Like I've shot a bunch of shit. You've shot a bunch of shit. I want her to have this, she's going to freaking Canada as a 12-year-old to hunt bears. I want her to be successful, so that when she comes back, kids are like, what'd you do this summer? And she's like, I shot a bear in Canada. And that's huge, it's crazy.
What do they call it now? Bragging rights? It's not bragging rights. They call it something else. That's my whatever.
Oh, I don't know.
What is it, Kurt? You one of them youngsters?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Okay.
Jeez, he's not.
I don't
hip.
either.
He's not hip.
I don't know either. Okay, so Kurt, when you brought up the pictures a minute ago, I want you to bring up my pictures again, and I'm going to show you one that I want you to focus on or bring up. It's the little flowery looking deal. No, get out of that. Go down to that right there. Go up, and you'll see my wife's car. All right, go down a little bit. Right, you see the headlights? Click on that picture. Make that, you double click it and it'll get, yeah, there you go. All right, show the camera that, okay?
Need to blur out that license plate, huh?
Yeah, probably. Kurt, you got to do that, okay? So this was at 2 o'clock in the morning on a Texas farm market road, and her car is like trashed. There was a big boar hog in the road, and she hit it. And it has caused, I don't know how many thousands of dollars yet, because the body shop is I'm still waiting for them to tell me, busted the radiator, like to a point where the coolant like spewed out everywhere. I mean, it's done, like it's
I'd
screwed
be
all.
surprised it didn't total.
Well, that's what, like, I'm curious if they're actually going to total it or not, because it's got considerable amount of damage to it. Yeah, the hog was, the back of the hog was at the top of the car. Okay. And, at the top of the hood. The hood, you can't see it in this picture, but the hood's all dented up too from the hog, hitting it. The hog caught air and, anyway, it like flew and hit the ground, rolled, and ran off.
Yeah.
The next morning, she's like, "We're going to find that hog on the side of the road."
No, you're not.
And anyway, yeah, it was. It wasn't around. Hog ran off to fuck somebody else's car up.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Well, see, man, a lot of people. I hadn't heard people talk about this in a long, long time either. About the bow hunting, bow hunting hogs, big boars, and things like that. But they've got that shield that goes all the way back, so you can kill another big boar, get your arrow, and you can stab in it, and you'll feel that plate all the way through, supposedly.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that's why people take an angle away shot, when they're angling away to get in behind that shield or whatever it is. Their rib cage is what it is, but they're tough boogers, man. They're tanks.
Yeah.
When they're out
Well, like I said, I'm wondering if the car's going to be totaled, because it was not,
Well, it wasn't drivable for sure.
It was. I had to call a tow truck the next day. I had to call a tow truck and get it towed.
How far away from home was she?
Shit, 5 miles,
That's it.
5 or 6 miles. Yeah, wasn't far at all. I mean, made it a whole way from Dallas, and
Oh, so she was coming in the way that. Whoa.
yeah, she came. It was on 726.
Okay.
You know where James White lives?
Yeah.
Right by his house.
Huh.
Matter of fact, I almost called that sumbitch and like, you need to be controlling your hog population better, because it just cost me no telling how much.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, that, like, people are talking shit about killing pigs in Texas and stuff. This is why we shoot pigs, because there's such an abundance of them that they just tear up land. And by the way, I have a picture somewhere else. Like, the ground is all rooted up on the opposite side of the road, where that pig was just rooting all night. And yeah, it must have been rooting. And that's what happens. It got in the road and she hit it, and there we go. The airbags did not deploy, which I was kind of surprised about. Yeah, airbags did not deploy. But everything else is screwed up. Like I said, it busted the radiator, but I mean, there's all kinds of liquid draining out from under the car, spewing out of the car.
Who was in there with her?
Abby and her boyfriend, and then her friend Caitlin. Sarah was actually driving, but anyway, I told her friend, I said, "Hey, I got 2 more vehicles or 3 more vehicles. You want to crash one of them?" And she didn't think that was very funny.
Scared her.
Yeah, scared them all, man. Scared them all. So shoot all the pigs you freaking can before they tear somebody else's crap up. So
You need to have another hog hunting contest, man.
we sure do. Damn
When's the next
straight.
contest?
Man, when I get back, I'm gonna have to figure something out. So we don't. Here's the deal. I like to talk about the store because I just like talking about it. I'm not trying to get you guys to buy anything from there. I don't really give a shit about that. Y'all listen to this thing all over the place. Like, I don't have an online store, so I don't care. Whatever. I just like talking about it. But I hired me a firearms manager named Steve. Very, very knowledgeable, older gentleman. Really looking forward to getting to know him better. So firearms are shipping next week while we're in Canada. So that way they'll get them all in and get them checked in, all that kind of stuff, and they'll be waiting on us when we get back.
We can't sell one yet.
1022, I got 2 of them coming.
Until we get
2 or 3
there
of them coming.
Man, I saw talking about a 1022. Ruger has got a new one out that's the barrel unscrews, and it's got basically like a silencer or whatever built into the dang barrel. See if you can pull up something like that. It was the coolest thing, and I forgot all about it. I saw it a couple of days ago.
Do Ruger Ruger 1022
silent barrel or something like that. Silence or silent barrel. I don't know. There you
Silence Barrel. Yep. Huh. Let's see here.
Well, it was a video of it, and this dude he goes, man, yep, people are stepping it up. That's not what it looked like right there. But from Ruger.
We'll have to figure that out.
But that was the coolest thing ever that
What is that there on the
It didn't look
left?
like
Go all the way to the left. What is that? Yeah, click on that.
That's what it looked like on the inside of the whole barrel. So the outside of the barrel unscrewed and it pulled up, and you could see that right there.
Yeah.
So it was built-in compression inside of it, and it's just like, I mean, it was the coolest thing.
I have to look into that a little bit.
Do you need a tax stamp for that?
No, apparently not. I don't know.
I don't know.
Go back to videos of it and see if you can pull that up, or all of them. Go to all.
I don't know. Huh. We'll have to check it out. We'll have to check it out. You know? Figure out what it is. What is this dude doing?
It didn't look nothing like that.
Okay. We'll figure it out. No
yeah.
big deal. But yeah, guns are coming in. I'm kind of excited about that. I just need some people to buy some guns because I'm fixing to mortgage my house to, not really, but I'm fixing to spend a lot of money getting guns in this store. And it just makes me, I just need it done. What else you got, Jace? Anything? I mean, is there anything you're worried or concerned about?
Man, just getting there with all of our stuff, So I don't want to have to go and buy a new rifle when I get there just so I can go hunt. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just to make sure everything gets there and that I didn't forget something, minor or whatever. Just the trip getting there. Because once we're there, man,
Once we're there.
Once we're in Canada with all of our stuff back to
it's going to be relaxed.
Yes.
Yeah. It's relaxed. It's time to hunt. It's time to have a good time.
Mm-hmm. And I'm stoked about enjoying the scenery. I'm
ready to fish.
Terrain, man.
Yeah, I'm ready to fish and just be able to relax, see the scenery. I'm really excited about it, man. I think it's gonna be a good time. So, we just got to get there. We got to get there. I wish we were better about doing like Instagram stories and like doing the what is it called? Just cataloging the trip through those stories. I would really like that. But maybe we'll try to do that. I don't know. I just like living the moment. I don't want to video the moment.
That's what, everybody's, when we go on dove hunts and stuff, they're like, oh, take pictures. Or my wife, why don't you have any pictures? Man, I live in the moment. I got after the fact, and I've got to force myself to do stuff. And, when we're on our dove hunts, I was like, all right, TJ, let's get a couple of photos real quick. Bam, bam, bam. All right, we're done. Let's go. That's basically how it is, right?
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. And yeah, I need us to catalog this trip better. Maybe I can make that Bella's job. Of like, hey,
she
Bella.
She does that pretty well, though.
I know. That's what I'm saying. Maybe I need to make
her
that
little commercials that she does. For your
for the store.
For fun. Yeah, for the store.
Yeah. We'll have to do that. I don't know, man. Like, I'm just ready to go. I'm ready for it just to start. The trip to start. Mm-hmm. Once I'm sitting down in front of our gate, all the luggage is checked, all the security stuff's been done, and we're sitting down at the gate ready to get on the plane, that's when I will feel a whole lot better about everything. Mm-hmm. But just getting to that point, there's so much when it comes to the logistics of everything, it just makes me a little uneasy. So, I don't know. Nothing else you got?
Nah, man, I'm ready to go. Ready to come back and talk about it.
This is going to release Friday. It should be the 12th of June, and we depart on the 13th. So if you're listening to this, be sure that you follow us on Instagram at the Huntcast, because I will try my hardest to do stories and take you along with us on this drive. Man, it's going to be pretty cool. So follow us on Instagram at the Huntcast. Also, all these episodes have video content that go with them. So at YouTube at the Huntcast, be sure to subscribe there. We'll hopefully do some stuff on TikTok while we're in Canada. So it's at the Huntcast Podcast. And, Patreon, if you feel froggy, you want to give a little money, patreon.com/thehuntcast. Until then, we'll be back next week. It'll be a late episode, okay? So, there won't be an episode releasing on Friday, what date is that? I got people texting me and all kinds of stuff right now. There won't be an episode on the 19th, but we'll try to release one before the 26th when we get back, telling you, all of that. So, guys, thank y'all for listening. We're excited about Canada and we're ready to go. So until next week, until we get back with bears, hopefully, we are out.